Welcome to the Baseball Club Cyber Realm Mark II podcast. Today we're going to be discussing a very pertinent topic, and this is different types of buildings. Eliza, do you have any different types of buildings that you have a particular interest in?
I do like small houses.
Small houses?
Like these tiny homes that are popping up in all of various sorts.
This introduces a interesting idea, which is mobile buildings.
Yeah.
Would you consider a mobile home such as an RV to be a building or vehicle?
I mean, if you can drive it around, then it's a vehicle. But I feel like it's a home if it has things that are like out on the ground and it's like set up in some way.
Maybe the definition for a building implies some sort of foundation or connection to the ground. Because if you set up an RV in one place, it's still not a building, even if it's like connected to water and electricity.
Because you could still drive away with it. So...
Yeah. But if it has like a foundation.
If it has like an element of needing flipped out or something in some, then I feel like... I don't know.
Maybe if you took the wheels off an RV and then like set it on some cinder block foundations, it'd be a building.
Yeah.
Do you have any particular affinity towards huts? Or yurts?
I do like huts. I haven't been in many yurts, but I would enjoy to visit more at some point. How about you?
I've been personally blessed with the experience of getting to enter and even stay in a yurt. And let me tell you, this was a exciting and engaging experience. I also learned that yurts get very hot in the summer, and the place I was working for, which had yurts, was having trouble cooling them in the hot summer months.
Mm-hmm.
Eliza, what do you think the tallest tower you've ever been in is?
Probably one of them in either Chicago or... It was probably Chicago. That super tall one. What's it called?
Chicago
I don't even know. Wilson Tower? Winston? I feel like it has a W to be in it.
You know, when I see lots of tall buildings, lots of towers grouped together like that, I think, save some for the rest of us. Why don't they spread them out a little more?
Yeah. Tall tower.
Tall towers. What kind of building do you think that creature would live in?
Probably a funny cave.
I'm thinking more of like a little burrow in a dirt pit.
Do you think caves are buildings?
Well, I think if you just enter a natural cave, I don't think you can call that a building. But if you
if you make it a home.
I think a more accurate term would be dwelling rather than building, because you're not really building anything.
You're kind of doing the opposite. You're kind of like taking it out.
And maybe it's an excavating.
Yeah, you could probably call it an excavating or a dwelling. I like the word dwelling.
Picture this. What if you have a cave?
Is that what you would call an underground establishment?
Probably.
Is it dwelling? What were you saying?
What if you have a cave so big that you build a building inside of it? Is that a building?
Like City of Ember.
Yeah, type shit.
That's like a building. It's a building underground or in the ground.
Is a subway station a building? It's not a
network.
Structure? underground structure.
But also there are buildings where people don't live. There are like work buildings.
Then I don't think it's a dwelling. I think it's just a building. But what about a underground structure that is not a dwelling? Would it just be an underground structure?
Probably. Of sorts.
We should consult the experts.
I agree.
Before we wrap this up, do you have any other types of buildings that you'd like to cover?
What about stadium?
An interesting building. A building that covers a lot of
To
ground
hold-
space, but
To hold hundreds, tens of thousands of people.
only on specific days.
And then the other days it's just empty.
It's a
And when it's
crazy
not
thing.
special time. When it's not special time for a special event, then you can't go there.
At certain universities across this great state, I've heard of stadiums which also have domiciles in them.
I know that the Convocation Center here, which is the basketball arena, has dwellings inside of it, but
That must be a surreal
Dorm.
experience.
dormitories.
Living inside a stadium, a structure traditionally reserved for excitement and events. It's become your
And-
primary home.
They like soundproofed it, I guess.
That's a crazy food for thought. Thanks for watching.